Hello and welcome back to the Pure Wafflers. My name is Lewis.
And I'm Zeke.
And this is the very first episode of the Pure Wafflers podcast, aka officially now named as the Waffle Bros podcast. How are you, brother?
I'm being pretty good.
Yeah.
I almost died on the way here.
What happened? Tell me.
It's I was trying to get my stuff ready and I ran for the train. And obviously I'm not in shape at all. So, so I ran for the train. And as I got on the train, I was like panting, like dizzy, feeling like I was about to die.
Yeah.
So I had to leave the train, ended up getting like my water and Sprite.
Yeah.
Let alone I haven't really done fizzy drinks for a while, but I was dying.
Oh, just out of breath, basically.
No. I was about to
Like
die.
dying. Okay, fair enough.
I had my near-death experience, so
Bloody hell.
I got a cab all the way here.
Dedication, literally. So, recap. Where have we been as a YouTube channel? We've not uploaded on this channel for about 3 years. A lot's changed, to be honest. But me and you have decided that we want to bring this back, and this is one of the best ways to do it. We've been talking about doing a podcast for about a good year and a half now.
A year or two or something.
Yeah, and
I think it was specifically a year when we promoted it.
Yeah, we put online that we wanted to do a Pure Wafflers podcast of some sort, and obviously this is it. Here we are now.
Yeah, we never found a place to do it, but we found one finally.
Yeah, and I'm excited. I am.
It is. Yeah.
What do you want to sort of expect with this show? Who would you like to see? We are obviously gonna have guests on here, which is sick.
We have like people that we feel like will come.
Yeah, people that we know.
But people who, Robert Downey Jr., I don't think he's...
Nah, Drake.
Yeah, I don't know if I want Drake.
Oh yeah, no, fuck him. We don't want Drake.
I don't want Drake.
Yeah.
They're not like us.
But there are a couple of guests that we do wish to have on here. So we're going to do a list.
I think I put
of realistic and non-realistic guests. So you got a list on your phone?
A bit.
Okay, I'm going to go off the top of my head with these.
So like, let me see. Is this one? Yeah, it's this one. So like, some of it would be like we sometimes just have like random friends to come on. Oliver, who's been on like some people that's even been on the channel as well. Peter,
yeah. Shout out to Peter. If you are watching this, please come back if you can.
Please come back to us.
Yeah.
Then
who else?
What's it? Bambino Becky,
yeah. For those people that don't know, if you don't follow us on Instagram, follow us now. What are you doing? We met Bambino Becky 2 years ago, and she came into the Boston Arms. Shout out to Boston Arms. She came in, and she randomly just got to know us and invited us to her birthday, which was about a month after that.
Yeah, it was scary because like we just went out. Because I've known Bambino Becky on YouTube, not personally, but like I've known her on YouTube for like a while. And to go out normally and then just see her.
Just see her in there.
Like we were sitting on the bar and I look behind me, I see her and I'm like...
Yeah, I believe
I was like that girl from school that had a crush on somebody. I was like...
Oh my God, it's Bambino Becky. And then she heard us say, or you say...
It's Bambino Becky.
Yeah, she heard us say it, and then
I didn't look behind once.
She's like, "You can say hello to me, you know." So, and then and then from then on, we saw her a couple more times in the pub, and then she invited us to her birthday. It was a little club in Mayfair. It was a Sidemen. What's the company called? The vodka company.
It was like they had like a vodka. I don't know if they still have it.
Yeah, they had an ice sculpture there where you could just drink vodka straight out of the ice sculpture.
I can't find that vodka anywhere.
Yeah, it's quite. I think you can only get it on the Sidemen website.
It's fuck off expensive.
It is. Yeah, it's like 200.
That's a Sidemen, really. But it's that expensive. But it was nice when.
But we were lucky enough to get that experience. I think because, again, like you said, it was just any old night out.
Who'd we meet? Who'd you meet?
I met Toby, who doesn't drink. So bear in mind, Toby looked traumatized when these drunk donuts went up to him and he was just completely sober.
I met Toby in the toilet. Who else would meet?
Who else did we meet there? There was just, I can't think of his name.
The first two people that I met was what was their name? Zerka, Josh, and Bazinga, Ethan.
Ethan was there, yeah. He was
And
there for a
so
bit.
I knew we weren't gonna like take pictures there. Like got to them and be like, hey, can I take a picture? So I just went up to them and just be like, I was like, hey, love what you guys do. You guys are great. And I can even see Ethan would be the kind of person to be like, all right, thanks, mate. Now fuck off.
Yeah, just walk off like.
And I was like, yeah, because I knew that already. I was like, went up there. It's like, hey, I love what you guys do. Anyway, that's it. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And I fucked off.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I even met Faith, his girl at the time. Well, he still is.
They're married, engaged.
They got married now, I think.
Okay.
They got engaged.
But I met. I saw Morgs. Morgs was there.
Morgs was there.
Cole Anderson James is a TikTok. I don't know if you know him. Maybe you do. You've probably seen him. Hilarious guy. There was a Star Wars guy there, and I couldn't think of his name. I still can't think of his name. Yeah, he does like Star Wars content and movie content. He's like this nerd, and he expresses his nerdiness on TikTok. Henry something. Apologies if you're watching this, I can't remember your name. But I did keep going up to him saying, Star Wars guy, Star Wars guy, Star Wars guy. And he was just pointing back at me, Star Wars guy, Star Wars guy. And I was just like, the day after, like...
No, I can't think of his
what
name.
Did
Is
I
his name
do?
Arthur?
No, his name's Henry something.
Okay.
But, yeah, I look like a right donut. But, yeah, we're excited. You know, we're lucky to get that choice to go to Becky's birthday. And Becky's lovely, you know.
We haven't seen her since that day.
I haven't. No, she's been doing quite well though. She's been traveling a lot. She went to America a few times. It was her birthday the other day, actually, end of April.
And she didn't invite us this time.
That's fine, Becky. If you're watching this, we want you on the show, which was the whole point of the conversation about Becky. We met her, and we would love her to be a guest on this show. Who else would you like to see on this show? Realistically, obviously.
Realistically. I think we said that Tom Holland might be an interesting pick.
Yeah, maybe a bit later down the line, but he's a bit more realistic than Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Unless he can call him up and be like, hey, I'm on a podcast.
You want to come in? That'd be great, yeah. I'm going to go straight up with Donald Trump.
No, Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson, that's a bit more realistic, I think, but I'm realistic at the same time.
Boris Johnson would be the funniest episode.
Yeah, do you know why? Because, and a lot of people don't know this, early days of the Wafflers, when we used to chill out and hang about and do all stupidness, like when we first started up the Wafflers, we were shouting in the street constantly, Boris jokes, Boris memes, because this was obviously just after lockdown.
This was after or around lockdown.
Around
just
lockdown
blamed
times.
Boris for everything.
When he was doing all the restrictions and stuff. So, yeah, I think Boris would be funny on here. It'd probably be one of our biggest episodes.
It would definitely. Like, the way he waffles.
Perfect. Make him a member of the group.
Like, ask me a question. Ask what you would ask Boris.
If he was on the show?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, cool. So, hello, Boris. How you doing? How are you today, sir?
I'm doing fine. You know, I woke up today and I had a tea, a very nice tea with honey. Actually,
yeah.
It was great.
Do you like waffles, Boris?
Oh, I mean, waffles are one of the most important things to eat in the morning. Really, it's. I'm more of a person that likes a vegan sausage.
A vegan is crazy, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I make buses.
You make buses?
I like to make things.
Yeah, fair. No, Boris would be great on here. He would.
Like waffles. So
he would. Because what it is, I think he stutters. That's why. So, yeah.
And he waffles.
He does. Realistically, now, who else would you like? Realistically. I mean, we don't want to say too many names, purely because of like surprises. We want to surprise you guys with the guests.
We might even bring somebody in that we didn't even expect.
Yeah, you know, I've got a few names in mind at the moment. You know, big shout out to Charlie and Harry. who are good friends of ours. Obviously, Oliver was like the first person I thought of to come on here. He likes to talk about films and stuff, so I think that could be an interesting episode to have. We talk about Marvel and Star Wars and just movie and cinema and stuff in general, which what he likes to do as well. Anish, who appeared in one of the older videos, on the channel, the one we did at your house.
Yeah,
which
the
was
video
hilarious.
that we did in our house. For those who don't know, it was what was it?
Who's most likely? I was about to say, would you rather? It's who's most likely.
Yeah, it was who's most
with
likely.
Forfeits.
With forfeits.
It was myself, Zeke, Ahmed, and Anish, and then Peter just turned up later.
I think I look back at that video. We just did gross shit. We just did like gross stuff. Pause. But we just did
not like that. But yeah, I get you.
We didn't do anything like.
Do you want to go into
like
detail?
dead arms or neck slaps or whatever?
Do you want to go into detail about?
Well, for example, there was one time I drank toilet water. I'll leave it at that.
And to end it all off, to be honest, we ended up taking all of our tops off.
I forgot.
Do you remember that? And then Peter just turned up and was like, "You sus fuckers, how did you have all your tops off?" You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was a bit of a weird evening, but content, stuff we do for YouTube.
Yeah, the challenges. But like what we were hoping as well, not just doing the podcast as well.
I was about to say that.
We've even had a TikTok as well.
Oh yeah, we got TikTok now.
Just started. Hoping hoping to do more challenges on it. Skits. There's skits that may come up, vlogs.
As well as the YouTube channel as well. I feel like the YouTube probably would be best to consist of a mixture of the podcast as well as other videos. I feel like with the podcast, it keeps the channel guaranteed videos coming each month. So, as well as in between that, we can do like skits and maybe like reviews of stuff, of like films or.
I think possibly. Did I have a skit idea for Pure Wafflers? No, it was someone else. I'm not even gonna censor the name.
Okay. Yes.
You could censor that.
Yeah.
Because I don't even want name being mentioned.
But would they be?
It was.
Would it be obvious that they're being,
No, because it could be anybody.
Fair enough. Okay.
It could be anyone. It could be.
They are the sort of person.
It could be. It could be. You can censor these names too. Of course. It could be anybody.
Yeah, it could be anybody, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, again, it does keep that sort of reminder, even though there's no actual hint at who we're going to be talking about in these skits and stuff. So, yeah, because, when we did start off, we had, a bigger group.
A group of people.
And,
it started off as more of a group.
Yeah, but that was the idea. Because I believe the first vlog was on the channel was just a group of us going down to Kentish Town, and just getting drunk to be up to the point where we actually forgot to record towards the end because we were so drunk.
It was more you forgot.
Yeah, I'm always the one.
I didn't. I mean, we filmed. Because it was a video where we were vlogging the Nathan Dawn concert, which is the first concert I've ever been to.
Shout out to Nathan Dawn, by the way.
Shout out to Nathan Dawn. Next guest.
Nathan Dawn, yeah. That's more realistic than bloody.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, would we be able to get him in?
Be nice.
It'd be nice. I think he'd be a cool dude.
Play a bit of music for the episode.
But we did like a vlog where we went to his concert and filmed the whole thing, and then afterwards, we just went out drinking and.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back and watch it, you can tell that I'm very drunk. I am the one with the camera in that video, so we ended up going to be at one, Camden Head, the Cobden. At the time, it was called the Cobden, I believe.
I mean, yeah, it was
a messy night.
Places around Camden.
We had a little drink at the concert, and we just got ahead of ourselves. So, what I did. We had so many times that we were speaking about trying to bring the channel back, and we never really got round to it, to be honest. There's always something that got in the way, and now here we are, and we hope for this to sort of do well and be bigger than what we
We're trying to be popular.
Yeah.
We're trying to make money.
Yeah, well, it's not money's not really the goal now.
We're trying to. We're famous.
Yeah.
We're doing it just for the fame.
Yeah. No.
No, not really. No.
I mean, we're just doing it for fun, really, at the moment.
It's I think it is generally for fun.
Yeah.
Because even for my YouTube channel that I've been slacking off for a while, like I've been trying to get back onto that recently as well. And it's like the content stuff I'd say is like mostly for fun. I think when people do make money on YouTube, I think there is a bit of like a thing where it's like they're doing it because it makes them money.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
I mean, you do get to a point where it is your job, so you have to put the work in. You have to, I've known people that left their jobs for social media.
Because they were making like a lot of money,
Yeah.
or some people that blindly thought I'll make money out of it. They didn't make money yet off YouTube, and then they just quit their jobs.
Yeah, and Becky, funny enough, gave us some advice when we first met her, or around that time, and she just said, just keep uploading. People will like it, and you'll get there. So we're going to keep doing it, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So hopefully in the future we can entertain you as much as possible. With these podcasts as well. Wherever you're listening to the podcast, whether you're cooking breakfast or you're in the bath or in the shower or you're making sweet love to your other partner that you may have just met in the club.
Yeah. Let's whack this on.
Like it could just be a thing where you just bring her home and she's like, put some music on. It's like, no, fuck that.
I'll put Waffle Bros on.
I'll put on the Waffle Bros.
Yeah.
We just talking.
We're just talking about this stuff, yeah. For the people watching on YouTube right now, as you can see, the set is set up, first episode. I was going to say actually earlier, this is our first episode, so if it's not perfect, we're always going to be trying to improve the show visually and what we talk about and
yeah.
Topics
This,
and
by
stuff.
the way, is empty. There's nothing.
Yeah. Oh.
This is an old bottle. So this is an old bottle.
The point is, we cannot escape alcohol. Is basically what we're trying to say. Surely not.
I can't taste nothing now. It's all poured on my shirt.
Essentially, what we do like to say to people is that we love to drink.
Well, it's empty now.
We're not alcoholics, but we like to party.
We're social drinkers.
Yeah, So if you do see us out and about in Kentish Town, Camden, King's Cross, where we really go different places, it depends. Feel free to say hello, get a picture of us. If you want to be on the pod, you're welcome to. But as I said, though, the set right now is as it is. You will probably see it change as the episodes go on, and we will find more things to talk about. But like I said, this is our first go.
I'm proud of my set right here.
Yeah, no, would you like to talk through what you have?
So,
and why?
Well, so when we were setting this up, I came up with the idea of we just bring stuff from our house that would describe us.
Just for audio listeners, we're actually going to describe what we have, and then obviously people on YouTube can see it.
Yeah, so for audio listeners, I have a mini arcade, just to start on the edge, I have a mini arcade machine that I was given as a Christmas present. I have my little Luigi plushie that I got from a fair, I think, like a fun fair.
Fun fair, okay.
I got my Sonic Frontiers cover. I have two covers, and this is one of them, the proper steel one. I got the harmonica. I can't remember where I got that from. The flask is a flask.
Flask, yeah.
Flask I got from Christmas, and this. Anyway, what's your set?
Audio listeners, don't worry about the last one.
There's a condom.
I have got my Olympus film camera because I love photography, and a bunch of Star Wars bits and pieces because I love Star Wars. I'm a nerd. I'm a geek, and I have a Star Wars tattoo. Actually, for those of you that don't know, So
Which one's the Bop It one?
the Bop It is the R2D2.
Mm.
I've got a little Darth Vader helmet and a little Yoda figure, Master Yoda. But yeah, that Bop It R2D2 may occasionally start talking. So if it does, then we've already got ourselves a guest for the show, which is R2D2.
Our first ghost. We might get copyrighted though.
Yes, we will.
Disney
We'll have to
might.
bleep. We have to bleep everything he says out, even though he sounds like a bleep when he speaks anyway.
We'll get Mickey Mouse just bust through the window and be like, "What are you doing,
Yeah, just kick the shit out of us.
motherfucker?"
Yeah, yeah. As I said, again, the set's going to improve. The videos are going to improve. There's always room to improve. So, but for now, if anyone complains about this episode, fuck you, because this is our first. It's our first go.
Hey, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, it's our first time. You know, cut us some slack, and we'll learn. There's room to learn always.
I think even like when we had that other group chat as well, because it was for the
We've had
Thunderbolts.
so many group chats.
Yeah,
had
we have
so many group
way
chats over
too
the
many
years.
group chats.
It's like we make a group chat for every single night out that
You
we ever
keep
have.
using that like AI thing on WhatsApp.
Oh, Meta AI,
What
yeah, Meta.
What is why?
Oliver started it, to be fair. He said to me, Meta AI, roast Lewis for by being short or something. And then I just started firing back with Oliver loves cocktails, Oliver loves rum, bam, bam, bam. And then he eventually gave up because I won. So
I don't know. Like it's just I always just get the messages and I'm thinking why.
yeah, fair.
You better stop messing with the AI because
No,
at some
yeah,
point
yeah.
the AI is gonna be like, fuck
Just
this.
leave me alone, yeah.
Just
Just
start
quit
fucking
WhatsApp
murdering.
completely.
This is why people make movies about robot apocalypse and AI apocalypse
Because we piss him off.
because we just take the piss.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Okay.
But yeah, we even did it for like the Thunderbolts group chat, I think.
Yeah, we
As
made a
we
group
went
chat.
to
Went
go
to see
watch-
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Marvel's Thunderbolts the other day. It was a very good film.
It's
What
not
did you think about that? Just to give it a brief. We'll probably give a proper like review of it when Oliver's on the show.
Definitely.
But if you was to give like a brief,
I mean, here's the thing. I think there was a lot of hype for that film,
yes.
and I was already like excited for that film where before going to see it because there was one shot where somebody throws a knife at Ghost and she phases through the knife, catches it, and then throws it at someone else.
That's sick.
That was the best shot of the trailer,
Yeah.
and that hooked me straight away.
Yeah.
As we watched it, is it spoiler free? I'll try give a spoiler. I won't spoil too much.
Yeah, spoiler free at the moment.
There
I think
wasn't-
when Ollie's on, we'll do a spoiler one because it'll be a bit of time after that. So
There wasn't like too much fight scenes as I expected, but I think that's a good thing because I think it was more about character.
I mean, they can't really fight the villain, who won't say who it is, because he's overly powerful.
I think we can. Is it not in the trailers?
Sentry, Bob.
That surely is. That's
Well, it's
surely
revealed now. I mean, I don't know if you've seen what they've done with the title recently.
the new the
they
new
just
title.
spoiled it like a week after.
Oh fuck it, spoiler now.
Yeah.
The new Avengers.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they are. I enjoyed the film
I was hoping it'd be Dark Avengers because that's what I expected.
because that's what they are in the comics, I believe.
Yeah, there's like in the comics where there's like the Dark Avengers where they have Norman Osborn who is the Iron Man.
Oh,
I don't know if it's the new. No, it's either the new Avengers or the Dark Avengers.
okay.
But it's one of like I thought it'd be the Dark Avengers.
Yeah, they did. I like the film for what it is. I mean, obviously, I've seen so many different versions of the Thunderbolts in the comics. Abomination was a part one of them. Obviously, Red Hulk.
There was Zemo that I think even
He was like going to be the one that like brings them together.
something like
I
that,
believe.
and they didn't even put him in.
Yeah, but I liked what we got.
No Abomination.
No, they ruined him. I think in She-Hulk.
Yeah,
They did. They really did.
but they could have made him cooler.
Marvel ruined themselves with that show. To be honest.
You know what they also fucked up with?
What was that?
Taskmaster.
Yeah, we're not going to say too much about her because there's not too much to say.
We already spoiled it at this point. We already spoiled
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
Because like
Marvel did for themselves with the trailers. Do you know what I
even back with like Black Widow,
Mm.
I was already excited for Taskmaster because I was playing Spider-Man and he was in that game.
Oh yeah, he was.
And
yeah.
that's when I fell in love with him. And so I was hoping when Black Widow was about to come out, I was hoping that they wouldn't fuck him up.
Yeah.
well, fuck her up because now it's a woman in the thing. But yeah, they fucked the character up.
Yeah.
And so I was hoping that they would at least make her cooler or like better or some way.
Yeah, yeah.
Ghost shot him. Her.
Yeah, keep forgetting. Yeah, but yeah, no.
She might go by him.
Maybe, yeah.
It's 2025.
Yeah, you never know these days. But
That was the worst part of the film. They killed Taskmaster.
yeah, because they put her in as promotional stuff a lot, and then she or he just deaded off straight away, really.
By Ghost,
Yeah.
who I think
Ghost
is
is
my
pretty cool.
least favorite character
like her?
in the movie. Oh no, it's not about her. I mean, I think it's probably because like Ant-Man 2. I didn't
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
came
hate
from
her,
that.
but I
Yeah.
didn't care. And for that character to kill one of my favorite anticipated characters,
Yeah.
piss take.
Fair enough, fair enough. Are you excited for Fantastic Four?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It looks good.
I even think I have an idea of how Doomsday is gonna go.
You do.
So like
Just
In-
give us the brief.
the post-credit scene, it shows the Thunderbolts, now the new Avengers, trying to like be the Avengers, but some people are like iffy with them because they're not as great role models or whatever. And I think even Sam Wilson is like trying to sue them for the name.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to come up with the new Avengers, which for some reason
Which he has every right to, I believe.
It's been taking him 14 months for some reason.
Yeah, because he's
For the timeline. And then basically there's appearance of Fantastic Four, the rocket that is coming down on Earth.
Yeah.
That they see.
Apparently that scene was filmed on the set of Doomsday. Or it may be part of the movie, similar to how the end of Ant-Man was a scene from Civil War. But obviously at the time we didn't know it was from Civil War. It was a bit where Bucky is interrogated by Steve.
Steve and Sam. And
Yeah.
because Sam was in Ant-Man, that's when he was like, I know a guy. And
Yeah.
it's that part.
Yeah, so...
But I think, you know how Thor was beaten by Thanos and he stumbles across the Guardians?
Yes.
I feel like it's going to be something similar to that. So after Fantastic Four, whatever happens in their world, they come down to...
Galactus is the villain of the film. He has to win. I mean, you can't beat Galactus, essentially, can you?
I mean...
I think he's going to destroy that planet, that world. They escape to the main timeline, which is obviously... what's the number? 113?
Well, the main one?
Yeah.
616.
616, 113. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Or it's 1999999.
Yeah.
But
Galactus, obviously, they travel to there, and then they meet
they meet the
Thunderbolts.
They crash on Earth because they notice the Fantastic Four are coming down. So then that's when they start. So the Fantastic Four and the new Avengers, Thunderbolts, they start fighting, and I think the Fantastic Four are trying to like warn people about what's about to happen. Because as they get beaten by let's say they get beaten by Galactus. Did I even say the name right? Galactus.
Galactus, yeah.
Yeah, Galactus. I don't know. Doctor Doom at some point is threatening or whatever. And maybe Doctor Doom is part of the plan with Galactus or something to destroy that universe.
Do you feel like we're going to see Doom in Fantastic Four?
We should.
We have to.
Not as like a big, like...
Just like a cameo or like the end most credit scene would probably be.
Like, you have to show him.
Yeah.
At some point.
Because the next movie after that is Doomsday. You know,
'Cause, like,
I don't think it'd be a good idea to introduce him into Doomsday first look.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because Thanos, they obviously teased a lot throughout the first saga. And then in Thor Ragnarok, he invaded the Asgard.
He invaded Asgard.
The ship.
He was in...
And then
he was in
they
Guardian.
introduced him straight away into Infinity War shortly after.
Yeah. So they briefly showed him in some moments, but he has to be showed in Fantastic Four.
He has to. And it
And
makes
I
sense.
swear to God, I understand that Robert Downey has like a very popular face, but I'm really hoping that they don't
Cover it
shoot
up.
much of his face.
Yeah. Oh, he has to.
I really hope
Doom's
that.
a mask. Do you know what I mean? But then Tony Stark had a mask.
But you would also see his face a bit. But like with Doctor Doom, he mostly has his mask on because of like his skull or something like that.
Yeah.
So he chooses to keep that mask on majority of the time.
Fair.
So it's almost like the Darth Vader of Marvel. So if they keep showing that face, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah. People are saying that he's not going to be the actual Doom.
Yeah,
There's
he's gonna
theories
be
out there
like-
that Cillian Murphy might be the actual Doom, and they're going to like surprise us in the film.
I don't know.
Like they can't like Tony Stark in the same universe as another version of himself as Victor Von Doom.
So like,
It wouldn't work. So they're like, okay, boom, here you go, actual Doctor Doom kills fake Doctor Doom
in like Secret Wars.
in Doomsday, but they
In
do it right at the
Doomsday.
end. So Secret Wars will have Cillian Murphy as the villain.
So it would be like it was that version of Doom, and they realize it's the other Doom that's the main one, and it's Killer Murphy. I don't know.
I feel like Secret Wars is going to be like the biggest movie ever.
It's probably going to be a big budget film.
Yeah, no, it will be. Will be.
Probably. Who do you think's going to be in that?
Everyone. The comic Secret Wars, from what I
Everyone.
understand, is, you bring back people from the dead, and they just all fight each other.
So we're talking 500 million in as
Oh,
budget?
characters amount. Oh, the budget.
Well, the budget, I know it's going to be expensive. It's going to be like basically the 2 Avatar movies, the total of the budget.
Yeah, it's going to be.
That's how much the movie's probably going to
I'm
be.
thinking they bring back every villain
They bring.
from every Marvel movie.
I don't know if that will be possible
Sinister Six.
because I really hope they do that. But I'm hoping it to be like in the 6th Spider-Man film
that would make more sense.
because
But
I
like
was
the old Sinister Six,
yeah.
like William Dafoe, Alfred Molina.
Or it's got like what's it? Doc Ock, Craven, Mysterio, Scorpion.
There's different versions of the Sinister Six though in the
A
comics.
lot, yeah. There's many different versions.
Yeah.
I think at some point it was either Doctor Octavius that was leading it, or Green Goblin.
Yeah.
That might be gone soon.
I think we'll have to be honest. Audio listeners, it was the last item on Zeke's display shelf, if you want to put it in
My
that way.
condom that I haven't used for years.
Just said it straight up.
Yeah, it's a condom.
Yeah, it's a condom.
Yeah,
And
it's
say
a
it.
condom. But that's weird. How do I have a Luigi and then Sonic and then a fucking condom?
Yeah, it's a bit of a mixture there.
Like you just got Star Wars
and photography,
and mine is like
music,
What is it?
alcohol, video games, and sex. You know what I mean? Yeah, fair enough. Lifestyle of Zeke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That shows our personality. That's just how we are.
Yeah, and as I said, this is going to change. We're going to add to it and maybe take some stuff away from it as well.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Are you allowed to show a condom in YouTube? Like a
Yeah.
packet?
Yeah.
As long as it's not used.
Durex have a YouTube channel, I believe. Not that I've looked it up or anything. Just,
Because I've seen like some certain like sex education from YouTube,
Yeah.
and it's like some girls use it
This is
and
a
they put a
lesson.
banana
This
in
is
it.
a lesson for
Don't ask
banana.
why I know.
Oh my
I
God.
think this was probably I think this was during college when I was just looking it up.
Why was you looking it up?
I don't remember,
Oh, good Lord.
but I remember just seeing it.
One other thing,
My
like I
mom's
said,
gonna watch this.
we do... Oh, yeah, shit.
However,
That's fine.
yeah,
we're
watch
waffling.
sex education.
We're waffling. This is what we do. Like I said, we do like to party and have a drink socially. That doesn't mean that we probably might not have a drink on the podcast. Obviously, we'll have to check with the studio first if we can do that.
I've seen people have drinks on this podcast before, full on bottles and shots. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking we
could.
can't go into the podcast drunk,
Drunk, no.
but we can like try drink responsibly.
Yeah, which I do personally struggle to do, but lessons to be learned there. So I'm not an alcoholic, just to put that out there.
I try and keep my cool with drinking.
Favorite drinks?
Favorite drinks.
Alcoholic drinks. Let's say
Is
top,
either
top three.
Oh, top three.
Mm.
I got Corona, and then I don't know. Like, okay, a Corona, and then a Strongbow, and then any other cider.
Okay.
I think I've been drinking a bit more ciders than beer.
No,
'Cause
like spirits or anything, or like rum.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
but I don't feel like they get me as drunk as compared to like
Right.
ciders and stuff like that.
Tap stuff.
I've even noticed as well, like what types of drinks make me feel. So if I have
Ooh.
beer,
Okay.
it might make me feel a bit down. But if I have something a little more sweeter, I might be up and about. If I have wine, I'll be up and about, but not for long.
Fair.
I might
Sleeping
throw
and stuff.
up.
Oh god. Okay, fair enough.
Because it's really, really strong.
My top three would probably be Jack Daniels, and Coke. Guinness. I love Guinness.
Oh, what's that rum? That
That we had in the Old Eagle.
yeah,
Rumbu.
I was about to say rum bum.
Yeah, he says that a lot when we go out.
Can I get a rum bum?
Rum bum? And I goes like rum
I go,
bum.
wait, what?
Is it Rumbu?
Fucking what?
Rumba?
It's
Rumbum?
rumba.
Not
I
Rumba.
think.
Rumbo.
Rumbo. Rumbo.
I'll ask them next time we go. We'll ask them, see what they say.
I'll steal the bottle and I'll show it to you.
See it and bring it here, yeah.
And we won't. Well, I may drink it
Yeah,
because it's a really nice drink.
that is nice, yeah.
It's a
tried a bit
Caribbean.
of
It's a Caribbean drink.
They don't really have it in any other pubs.
No,
Just that one. Maybe they made themselves.
I know. I think they have it in Elephant's Head.
Elephant said, okay.
They have it in some places, Camden.
Fair.
But that is a really good
But
drink.
yeah, I'll probably say Jack and Coke, Guinness, and anything else really. I mean, I'm not an alcoholic, but I
Just
do love.
anything
I'll just
alcohol.
drink anything, to be honest. No, I do like Bacardi, white rum.
Is there anyone in your life that would consider you an alcoholic? Because some people in my family do.
Same, and not just my family. I think a lot of some of the boys do as well.
My brothers, like every time I'm even with my dad as well,
You're always drunk.
somehow.
Yeah. But yeah, like we said, we socially drink. It's not, a bad thing.
We drink responsibly.
Yeah, we're not drinking now. Zeke's shirt's drinking right now. When he spilt the drink.
It's soaking. It's taken a while for it to drink a lot.
Yeah. What about pubs?
Pubs.
Top 3 pubs that we go to.
I don't even know if we could even say because, like, I don't want people meeting up with
Okay,
us
let's say top 3 pubs that we have been to.
that we have been to before.
Yeah.
There's
So that's not saying that we go there still now.
no. There's what's it called? The Barrington.
Yes.
The Barrington.
Barrington. It used to be called something else, but I can't remember what it's called before. Some people still call it the previous name. The Weavers.
The Weavers.
I think that's what it's
It
called.
used to be called the Weavers,
Great pub. Great people.
but for some reason it still says it on Google. And when I looked at it, it said it was permanently closed. And I was like, "What? I was just there," and I found out that was the old name.
Okay.
And so now it's called the Barrington.
We went there before a couple of times. Karaoke, which we both love as well. That's another guest I want to have on is Elvis.
Oh yeah,
The Wheel
Elvis.
Jimmy. He
How
used
can
to
we
do.
forget Will Elvis?
Yeah. He messaged me the other day. Actually, he said he wants to pop on.
Oh yeah.
Once he's better, he's unwell at the moment. So get well soon, mate.
And it's a good thing too, because we don't need to set up another chair for him.
Yeah, that's just taking a piss, but yeah, fair enough. I mean, Zeke would stand there next to him karaoke and sing "I'm Still Standing."
Oh yeah, I didn't even
And
know.
what was the other one?
What I went up to request a song, and I didn't think about it because he's in a world. He's crippled, and I don't know how to say it, but like, yeah, yeah. I went up.
He's
And
in a wheelchair, basically.
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair.
His nickname is the Wheel Elvis.
Yeah. So I went up and I requested a song, "I'm Still Standing," and I didn't really think about it as I said it. I didn't think about who I was saying it to. So like as he was like,
The fuck did you just say?
I was like, really?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, I mean, he took it like he's a guy that doesn't
Yeah,
take
he
it
don't get
seriously. So he
offended
took
by
it as a joke.
Yeah.
So he doesn't take anything really much seriously. But that's when I was like, oh shit. And even as I was singing the song, he goes, "I'm not standing." Yeah.
He joins in. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's funny. So yeah, he's definitely on this show.
I miss him now.
But he said no. He messaged me. He wants to be on it. So he's another guest. But yeah, no. Barrington karaoke is great. What about another pub that you could think of?
The Big Chill was pretty cool.
Yeah, King's Cross.
Yeah.
Great. I think they're a chain as well. They got quite a few different ones.
Mm.
I put a video on the TikTok page last week before, about the Dublin Castle in Camden again, quite a famous pub. Amy Winehouse used to go there. Madness, the band, used to go there as well and do gigs. I watched the documentary on Disney Plus about Camden last year, and they spoke a bit about how Dua Lipa, Madness, Amy, Coldplay as well, all grew up and gigged in Camden, and just seeing like the places that we always used to go to on a Disney Plus show was just crazy. You know, next thing you know, we're going to be on season 2 talking about what it's like to party in Camden. But yeah, Dublin Castle, great place as well.
Do like a little show. We can't do a podcast show on Dublin Castle.
No.
I was like, it is possible to do like podcast shows like this on stage, but with Dublin, we'll have to see with that one.
Yeah, we'll see.
Imagine everyone just drunk. Because if we do that, if we do like a podcast show on like a thing and everybody's drunk, what would that be like?
A mess.
Havoc.
Yeah.
Equipment's broken. Somebody's gonna jump up and be like, "Oi!"
Yeah, we'd probably get like kicked.
Hi, Mum.
Yeah, dream done. The show's over. Pure Wafflers are finished.
Hi, Stephanie. Come back to me.
yeah. So,
my dad beats me anyway.
Oh shit! Plot twist. Yeah. So that great pub, Boston Arms. Come on.
Boston Arms is the G.
That pub is. We were always there. At one point, you know.
It was our second home.
Tracy. Shout out to Tracy. We need you on this podcast as well.
We need her on the pod. Get the whole people that was working down the
Just
podcast.
Get the whole pub on this whole pod. They might as well put a bar here and just start working while we're talking. No.
Do you know what? Actually, as you said that, when we were coming up with ideas of names for the podcast, I've actually like listed down like names that you would call a pub, but also a podcast.
Okay. Have you got a few of them now?
I sent a lot of them to you.
Yeah, actually might have a list of them.
Now, right now, it's called the Waffle Bros.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any pub out there that has the name Bros in it. There's one, I swear there's one that has sisters.
The Waffle Sisters?
Not the Waffles, any pub that has the word sisters in it. If there is, then there should be ones that called Bros.
Sure.
Because mostly bros go to the pub. Not a lot of sisters.
Let me just
unless they were single. Or go in with their...
I can't find the message, but you might have it on your phone. But yeah, no, we had a whole list of names. Like I said, we announced this last year that we was going to do a podcast. And then, we only sort of got it into gear around February time. We made the TikTok. Bear in mind, I don't know why we didn't make a TikTok sooner. Everyone's on TikTok. That's where people are going to be on most of the time. So it would have made sense that we made one sooner. But yeah, and then we was like, why don't we just do the podcast? As an extra thing. We had the TikTok page and the podcast, and then we asked our Instagram followers to think of names for a podcast.
All right, there it is. So the names I came up with the podcast was the Waffle Dome, the Waffle House,
decent,
the Waffles Tavern, the Waffle and Stone, the Waffle Star, the Waffle Oak, the Waffle Gypsy, the Waffles King, the Waffler's Elbow, the Waffle Farm, the Waffle Garden, the Waffler Assembly, Waffler's Head, Waffle's End, Waffle in Dublin, Wafflers Castle, Waffle Lounge,
I like Waffle Lounge.
Waffles.
I did like Waffle Lounge initially. I did.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Waffles Gallery, Waffle Centre, and Waffle Council.
Waffle Council's a good one. Sounds a bit like a what's the word? Not council. What's the word?
A whole like meeting group or something.
Yeah. It would probably have to be more of us.
Yeah, it had to be way more of us.
Yeah.
The worst one for me is Waffle Star.
Yeah, I do like Waffle Lounge, but again, the Waffle Bros.
I was just picking like random names from pubs and taking like each word from the pubs, but they're all waffle.
I don't think I told you this, but the name Waffle Bros, actually, when we asked Instagram, about a month ago, for a name, help with a name, Andrea, my friend from college, shout out to Andrea, she actually put in the suggestions Waffle Bros, as well as a few others, but Waffle Bros was the one that stood out. So.
What were the other ones?
I might have them on my phone actually. I'll just have a look, because to be fair, she was the only one that put suggestions.
The gay waffle.
The gay waffle.
I'm just thinking what
Maybe,
she
yeah.
would say.
Um,
Sexual waffles.
that sounds like a porn website.
Well, since I've got a condom, we might as well.
No, I deleted them. But yeah, no, she had a few ideas, and Waffle Bros stood out
You
for
better
me.
ask her next time.
Yeah, I'll ask her. We need her on here as well.
We need her on here as well
She'd be
to
so
give us the names.
funny. And we need to talk about that day, just before we end. That day when, on your YouTube channel, Zekes, subscribe to him, please. Very funny stuff. We did a Zoom call, prank call video. Every Friday we used to do Zoom calls. During like the second lockdown, beginning of 2021, we grab a few beers, and every Friday we'd do a group call for hours and then just laughing, talking about stuff, waffling. And one day, or a couple of times actually, we did prank calls.
We gave like numbers to each other.
That we didn't know. We gave a bit of context as to who the person was, so we knew their name, and we'd prank call them and pretend to be a Chinese takeaway or somebody starting up a TV show. And we, wanted them to audition, whatever the case was.
And so, yeah, you gave me. I won't say what it is because I want people to go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it.
He gave me the name for Andrea's
number,
and I did a prank on her. And then I didn't meet her until like your party.
My 21st, in the summer that year. But she was funny. Like out of all the people that we pranked on them in that video, she just reacted the complete opposite way. Because I didn't tell you lot that she just finds everything funny. She just laughed, and then I ended up laughing. You laughed as well. And
like even if she's going through a traumatic moment,
she just finds it funny. But yeah,
oh my dog died.
We need her on the show. Yeah. There's another part of it. I'm not going to say too much because I want you guys to go and watch it as well. But just this plot twist. You said something to one of the people, and then the reaction was just so calm. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think it was natural.
Natural, yeah, he knows what I'm talking about.
It's just a call that he's probably had before where it's just like...
Okay, whatever. And she cut the phone off, so...
Oh, the other one. Because that one, I think, was pissed.
She just was fed up.
She was just like, fuck off.
Yeah.
The other one I was thinking about was like more chilled.
Yeah.
The guy that was chilled, the girl that I did the prank on, was pissed.
Yeah. She was just fed up.
I wouldn't say was pissed,
fuming.
But had like... even like when I called her, she just like, what do you want? Who is it? Like, even that was like, oh boy.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, no, but go watch that video.
Yeah. No, it's
prank
funny.
call.
And subscribe to his channel. He's got there's a few other videos in there, which just, of an evening, if I want to just chill and have a laugh, whack it on YouTube and sorted. Do you know what I mean?
I will be posting a lot more on there for this foreseeable future as well.
Yeah.
So definitely go check that out.
With that being said, I think that's the end of the first step.
I guess.
Please go and follow us on Instagram, the Pure Wafflers, and also TikTok as well, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Every month, at the moment, there's one episode a month of this podcast, purely because of budget, and again, like I said, it's our first time, and over time you will see the set change. We're going to be talking about different things.
More condoms.
More condoms, of course. Yep. If you want to keep up to date with like guests and news about the podcast and anything Waffle related, please follow us on all socials.
Each time we do an episode, there's going to be a condom added. So by the time we get to the 60th,
there's going to be like 60 condoms on the thing.
The whole room is just... No, it's just going to be... You know what? It's not even going to be a camera. It's not even just going to be like us filming. It's just going to be a picture of a condom.
Yeah.
And that's the whole... It's just audio.
Yeah, literally. But yeah.
Anyway, enough about condoms.
This will be available, as I said, on YouTube and also on Spotify, if you want to listen to the audio. And you got anything to say before we shoot off?
Condoms.
Condoms, fair enough. Peace out, people.
Take care.